King. FC Cincinnati says there will be a significant announcement on Tuesday about the future of soccer in the city.
That's the same language MLS used in other cities before awarding franchises. Jeff Hurst joins us from the site of next week's event, Rhinegeist Brewery and over the Rhine. Jeff?
Well, good evening. You know, Rhinegeist is just a soccer kick or a streetcar ride away from the proposed stadium site in the West End. Thank you, streetcar, for coming right by when I wanted you to. Now, Major League Soccer Commissioner Don Garber will be here at Rhinegeist for next week's announcement. So it certainly looks like Cincinnati is going to be moving up from the minors to the majors. In sports terms, FC Cincinnati is just an infant in only its third season. But big enthusiasm and big crowds at UC's Nippert Stadium caught the attention of Major League Soccer, which wants FCC to move up from the second-tier United Soccer League to MLS. The process has been convoluted. FC Cincinnati originally tabbed Oakley for a new stadium location, but Major League Soccer wanted a more urban site. So FCC went to the West End and was able to get neighborhood approval in return for several $1 million worth of community programs. FC Cincinnati's self-financed $200 million facility will be soccer-specific, not sharing a football stadium like Nippert or Paul Brown.
When you go as a fan to a soccer-specific stadium, it shows psychologically that, hey, we're committed to this sport. It's not an afterthought in our market or by the ownership group. Where you do see shared stadiums, in a lot of cases you have shared owners. So the owner might own the NFL team, and they own a share of the MLS team.
For decades, soccer fans have been claiming that the beautiful game would become the next big thing in the United States, and for decades, they were wrong. But now, it looks like they're right.
I think what you're seeing now is a lot of people in their 20s and 30s played the game growing up, and now they have disposable income that they can go spend. And I think when you look at some of the other franchises that have come and gone or are still around, that as far as the fan experience goes, you ask a lot of people that never thought they'd be at a soccer game what they think, and they'll say that they've never experienced anything like it.
You know, it's kind of amazing because it's taken FC Cincinnati just 3 years to go from the minors to the majors, and the Cincinnati Reds look like they're doing the exact opposite. Seriously, when might FC Cincinnati move up to Major League Soccer? It could be next season. We have learned that FCC, the Major League Soccer, and also the University of Cincinnati have been talking about additional upgrades to Nippert Stadium that would meet the Major League Soccer guidelines, things like security and the turf and the locker rooms. And so it is very, very possible that FC Cincinnati would move up to Major League Soccer in 2019 next season, and they'd stay at Nippert as an MLS team for a couple more years until the new stadium in the West End is open in 2021. Live at Rhinegeist, waiting for the next streetcar. Jeff Hurst, Local 12 News, back to you.
Go in and have a beer. Thanks, Jeff. Fans are encouraged to gather on Fountain Square to watch Tuesday afternoon's announcement, and Local 12 News, of course, will carry it live for you. Meanwhile, after beating Pittsburgh last night, FC Cincinnati learned today who they will face in the next round of the U.S. Open Cup. As a result of the draw, the Orange and Blue are scheduled to travel to face Minnesota United FC, and that'll be on June 6th. The Loons, as they're nicknamed, also moved up from a lower league to join MLS as an expansion last year.